Most people assume their cat spends the day unbothered, sleeping, occasionally eating, utterly indifferent to your absence. The research says something entirely different. When you leave, a specific sequence of behavioral and neurological events unfolds in your cat. Some of it will surprise you. Some of it will change how you feel about coming home. Here is what is actually happening. The popular image is the cat who barely registers your departure. Door closes, cat stretches, returns to sleep. Completely fine. A 2015 study published in PLOS 1 tested cats for separation-related behaviors using video monitoring during owner absence. A significant portion of cats showed signs of distress within the first 30 minutes, vocalizing, pacing, and searching the space where the owner had last been. These behaviors did not appear when a familiar object was removed from the home. They appeared specifically in response to the owner's absence. This is not random activity. It is oriented behavior. The cat is not confused about where you went. They know you were there. They know you are not anymore. The neurological component matters here. Cats form specific olfactory maps of their social environment. Your scent, your sounds, your patterns of movement, these are encoded. When you leave, that encoding registers as a gap in the environment the cat has learned to expect. Cats do not search visually the way dogs do. They search chemically. Research on feline olfactory behavior has documented that cats spend significantly more time in locations saturated with their owner's scent during periods of owner absence. Your pillow, the chair you sit in most, the corner of the couch where your arm rests. These locations see increased cat presence when you are not home, not because the cat is comfortable there, but because your scent provides a measurable calming effect. A study examining cortisol levels in cats during owner absence found that cats showed lower stress markers when placed in environments containing owner-worn clothing compared to identical environments without it. The scent was doing something regulatory in the cat's nervous system. Your cat is not lounging on your side of the bed because it is soft. They are there because it smells like you, and that smell is functioning as a neurological anchor. Stress is not always visible. In cats, it frequently is not. A 2020 study tracking physiological stress markers in cats during owner absence found measurable cortisol elevation beginning within the first hour of separation. This elevation was significantly higher in cats who had demonstrated strong attachment behaviors toward their owner during normal conditions: greeting at the door, proximity seeking during rest, sleeping in contact. The cats who loved their owners the most showed the most biological stress when those owners left. This directly contradicts the persistent cultural assumption that cats are self-sufficient to the point of indifference. What the research describes is closer to a mild but real attachment response, measurable in blood chemistry, that activates whenever you are not present. The cats were not acting distressed. They were just distressed. One of the more specific findings in feline absence research involves spatial orientation. Cats who had been video monitored during owner absence showed a statistically significant tendency to position themselves near the door or entry point the owner habitually used, particularly in the period the owner was expected to return. This behavior increased in frequency the longer the owner was gone. A 2021 behavioral study confirmed this through GPS collar data, tracking cat movement patterns within the home during owner absence across multiple days. Cats did not distribute themselves randomly. They clustered, and the clustering intensified around return windows consistent with the owner's normal schedule. Your cat is not psychic. They are tracking your schedule through pattern recognition. The time you typically return home has been encoded, and as that window approaches, the cat begins orienting toward the place where you will reappear. That is not indifference. That is anticipation. This one is difficult to see unless you have video footage. Most owners never do. Studies using continuous home video monitoring have documented that a subset of cats, particularly those with strong owner attachment, produce vocalizations during owner absence that they do not produce when the owner is present. These are not distress calls in the acute sense. They are softer, repetitive, and directed at nothing. Feline communication researchers have noted that these vocalizations share acoustic features with the contact calls cats use to locate other cats in their social group. The cat is not calling for attention. There is no one to give it attention. The leading interpretation is that the cat is searching. The vocalization is a contact behavior deployed in the absence of the individual it is designed to reach. Your cat is, in whatever way a cat experiences this, calling for you. This finding challenges the intuitive assumption that cats are equally active regardless of social context. A 2018 observational study tracking feline activity levels during owner presence versus owner absence found that object play, interaction with toys, environmental exploration, and spontaneous movement was measurably lower during periods of owner absence in cats who had formed strong owner attachments. The cats were not simply sleeping more, their general engagement with the environment decreased. The researchers noted that this pattern mirrored depressive-adjacent behavioral profiles documented in other social species during social isolation. Your cat does not just wait for you. Your absence changes the quality of their engagement with everything else. Coming home to a cat who seems mildly pleased to see you does not mean they were fine while you were gone. The 2020 cortisol study referenced earlier tracked stress markers through the owner's return. In cats who had shown elevated cortisol during absence, levels began normalizing within minutes of owner return. Not after eating, not after the owner had been home for an hour, but within the first direct interaction. The regulatory effect was specific to the owner. The same study found that the presence of a stranger entering the home did not produce the same cortisol decline. The nervous system response was bonded to a particular person, not to social contact in general. When you walk in the door and your cat whines around your legs or follows you from room to room, that behavior is not a performance. Something is actively settling in their biology. The system that was running at a low-level alert for hours is coming back to baseline. You are the thing that turns it off. None of these behaviors are dramatic. That is precisely the point. Your cat does not bark at the door or destroy furniture or make the absence impossible to ignore. What happens instead is quieter. A cortisol shift, a scent trail followed room to room, a soft vocalization in an empty hallway, a body orienting toward the door before you arrive. The bond between a cat and a person does not announce itself. It runs underneath the ordinary. It shows up in where they sleep when you are gone, in what their blood chemistry does while you are away, in the moment their nervous system recognizes your footstep on the other side of the door. They noticed you left. They will notice when you come back. If this changed how you will think about leaving tomorrow morning, subscribe and leave a comment below. What does your cat do the moment you walk back in?